Hi everyone, I am Erica, and today I am going to be teaching you the way that I clean my brushes, my makeup brushes. And it's a very cost efficient and relatively simple method. Um, Basically, you are going to need contaminated brushes. You are going to need soap and water. I'm not going to be performing it at a sink, so I will be using this glass dish and water. For soap or cleanser, brush cleaner, I swear by Johnson's baby shampoo um, because it is hypoallergenic, it is dermatologist tested, it's safe for the eyes, it's actually a soap-free formula, so if babies can use it, it makes their hair nice and shiny. It does the same for your brushes. I've been using this method for many years now, and some of my brushes I've had, for 6 or 7 years, and they still operate as new brushes because each wear gets them extremely clean. And the method that I use to get excess water out and shape them seems to really work as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean two of my brushes today. Um, a couple of eye brushes and a flat foundation brush. It's my little travel Chanel brush here. So what you do first is you want to saturate the brush with water. Get a little bit of oops, I got a little too much baby shampoo in your hand and work the product into the brush, circles, and you'll see, your hand will start to fill with makeup. The brush will get nice and sudsy, and then you can rinse it clean. With brushes like your concealer brush and your foundation brush, I almost always go through this method twice, sudsing it up, circular motions, just because these middle bristles here, and then you also want to take your thumb and your index finger and just kind of work it in between the bristles since product tends to settle there. So then you want to rinse it in. And then I take my index and thumb and just work it down. And then I have a paper towel, which first I'm going to wipe my hand with one side. And then with the other side of the paper towel, I take my brush and I sweep it across the paper towel. And then I fold it in half. You don't want to pull too hard, but kind of wiggle the paper towel through. And it flattens your brush out really well, gets the excess water out, and it lets you know whether or not you've gotten it clean. You'll be able to check. It should be relatively makeup free. And then you want to lay your brush flat on its side. Resting your brush up and down like so causes the water to run down into the base of the brush, and it loosens this adhesive, and the next time you use your brush you will experience some shedding. So to avoid that, rest it on its side. I'm going to do a couple of my eyeshadow brushes. Sometimes this method can be a little bit time consuming, but with brushes like your eyeshadow brushes here, I sometimes do two at a time. So you rinse, get a little soap in your hand, run that through. Rinse. and blot across your paper towel. It's very important to shape the brushes when you're done. I try to get them as flat as possible. Once they're all dry, they tend to fluff on their own. You also want to make sure that your brushes aren't too wet. With things like your powder brush, which I've already cleaned, when you wash it in the same way, running it in circular motions. With my bigger brushes, I always, like the foundation brush and concealer brush, run it through twice just to make sure that you're getting to those middle bristles there. With the bigger brushes, I take it between my palms and I run them back and forth like that. You'll get some like droplets of water will spray everywhere, not everywhere, but a little bit, and it'll look all fluffed out like this. And then you do like okay, and you reshape the brush by slowly working it to the tip, like that. I'm going to do it a couple times just to make sure. And that's how you make sure that there's not too much water in it. Get it nice and flat. So I'm going to lay them on the side. So I'm going to set up my brushes. I like to wash my brushes at the end of the day so that they can set out overnight, and in the morning I have a fresh set of like new brushes to work with. And again, yeah, you want to do that about once a week, and make sure that you're not leaving too much water into the brushes, and enjoy a brand new use the next time that you apply your makeup. So for me, that will be tomorrow morning. These brushes will be nice and dry, and they will fluff out nicely and be ready for more product. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope that you found it useful. So